This video is sponsored by Great Thunder Gold. More about them later. What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here, and in this video I'm talking about why it is imperative that you continue to stack gold and silver hard right now. So let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so why is it imperative that we stack gold and silver hard right now? Well, to answer that, we're going to have to go back in time, way back.
Our international trade relations, though vastly important, are secondary to the establishment of a sound national economy.
Within 6 weeks, FDR acted on this pledge. He abandoned the gold standard.
After Roosevelt dropped the gold standard, he nationalized the gold in America, or he forced the public to sell the government their gold for $20.67 per ounce. After the government obtained all this gold, the very next year, the government price of gold went up to $35 per ounce. Now, this increased the gold on the Federal Reserve's balance sheet by 69%, which allowed the Federal Reserve to further inflate the money supply. Now, the government held the $35 per ounce until August 15 of 1971.
I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets.
Nixon took the US dollar off the gold standard and it never went back on, but it was still illegal for Americans to own gold until 1974, when Gerald Ford signed legislation permitting Americans to own gold again. So what do you think has happened to the purchasing power of the US dollar since we dropped the gold standard? And what has happened to the US national debt? Here's a look at the national debt, and as you can see, since 1971, it has gone up considerably. Trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. And it doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. What a surprise. Currently, the national debt is over $28.5 trillion and is projected to go over $87 trillion before the decade is over. Whenever the government goes farther into debt, whenever they create more currency, this inflation affects everyone. The buying power of your dollar goes down, and the simplest example is that 1 ounce gold coin from less than 100 years ago was worth about $20, and today it's worth over $1,800. And what about silver? What has silver done? Well, let's recap. In 1933, gold was $20.67 per ounce, and silver was only 25 cents an ounce. In 1971, gold was still at the $35 that Roosevelt had set it to, but silver had gone up to $1.54 per ounce. And why did it go up so much? Well, as you may recall, gold was illegal to own, but silver was not. So people were buying silver, and the price was going up. Fast forward to today, and gold is at $1,800 an ounce, and silver is at $25 an ounce. Now, the price of gold and silver have not necessarily gone up, but rather the buying power of the dollar has gone down, and we can see that in the rising metals prices. So why is it important to stack gold and silver hard right now? Because on the surface, it might seem like inflation takes a really long time to go into effect, and you wouldn't necessarily see the price of gold and silver go up super fast. Well, here's the thing. I just posted a video talking about how in my lifetime the value of the US dollar has been cut in half. And I'm only 30 years old, and it appears that things are getting worse. So where is the value of the dollar going from here? Is it going to be cut in half in the next 30 years? Perhaps the next 15 years? Perhaps the next 10 years? I don't know. But I do know that I personally have lost faith in the US dollar as a store of wealth. If I have any money in a savings account in the bank, I know that the buying power is just getting eroded away due to inflation. So I don't store my wealth in US dollars. I store it in gold and silver, and I highly recommend that you do the same. Now, Fed Chair Jerome Powell just recently talked about inflation, and he defined what transitory actually means. And we are going to talk about that. It's super interesting. But first, I want to talk about the sponsor for this video, Great Thunder Gold. Buying physical gold and physical silver is the safest way to invest in precious metals, but it might not have the most upside potential in the short term. So if you want to see those huge gains, you could always look at investing in mining companies, which is why we're talking about Great Thunder Gold today. Great Thunder Gold is a junior exploration mining company located in Canada, and their focus is on 5 projects which are predominantly gold and lithium assets. They are currently drilling, so news from the ground is coming, and timing is great with the company's current price 50% below its all-time high. Eric Sprott, the self-made billionaire, owns 15% of Great Thunder Gold, and he's also a shareholder on several other companies who have been doing very well in the same area. Wallbridge Mining's share price soared from 6 cents to $1.35 in 4 years, as well as Kirkland Lake Gold's share price went from $4.72 to over $50 in the same time frame. Great Thunder Gold is one of the largest mineral claim landholders in this region. So with 2 other companies having made a successful mining effort, it's possible that Great Thunder Gold is up next. With Great Thunder, not only do you get the upside potential from their gold drilling and development efforts, but also their lithium project is a past producer, so they have a chance of modernizing it right in the middle of the electrical vehicle boom. Great Thunder Gold's CEO Blair Naughty owns approximately 17% of the company, so between himself and Mr. Sprott, ownership is tightly held. And if you want to check out Great Thunder Gold for yourself and see if they're right for you and your portfolio, I will put some links down below in the description. As I mentioned before, investing in mining companies is definitely more risky than just buying physical gold and physical silver, so make sure you do your own due diligence when checking out these different companies. Now, coming back to the remarks that Fed Chair Jerome Powell made a few days ago, I found it very interesting that he said the prices on things that have gone up thus far are not likely to go down. That's not what transitory inflation means. He basically said that transitory inflation is saying that the level of inflation we are seeing now is transitory. So we will see normal levels of inflation moving forward, which I find very interesting. And he didn't say any sort of time frame. So it could be a year before things go back to normal. Who knows? And honestly, will they ever go back to normal is what I'm concerned about. He did say that inflation would likely continue, so we're definitely not going to see a reverse of inflation in the near term. At least I think that's extremely unlikely. But it was interesting to see him confirm that prices are probably up and up to stay, and that they would continue to go up, just not as fast as they have been. So with everything that's gone on in the past and everything that's going on right now, I think it is very prudent to be stacking gold and silver really as hard as you're able to. Obviously, don't overspend, but if you have savings in US dollars, you should probably think about converting those into a safe haven asset. And that's where precious metals come in. Now, if you wanted more information about Great Thunder Gold, again, those links will be down below in the description. And I do want to say a huge thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you all in the next one. Silver Dragons out.